Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Forensic Gameology, hosted by ForensicGameology.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less.
Kabuki, a very awesome looking game. And let's see what it's about. It is going to be a pattern recognition memory game. So what's going to happen is I flip over a card and I choose one of these 4 stacks to put it in. And this is what the card looks like, if you can see that. There are different masks. So there are different colors.
Or actresses.
Yeah, both. It's a mix. There are different colors, but there's also different styles of the colors. This is a purple and looks like, to me, looks like a dragon. But this one looks like a sad face or a cow. I don't know if they're supposed to be animals, but that's what it looks like to me. And so those are different. They're not the same. So what's going to happen is I'm going to flip one over and I'm going to flip one over here. And Tom puts one out here, and we continue in that vein until I think Tom has put the same one. You would never do this, right? I would say stop. Is that what I say? Stop?
Yep, she says stop.
Say stop, and then we look, and I see, are there any matching of the one that he just played? So this red one with the eyes open, are there any matching that look the same? There aren't, so I have to give away one of my scores.
To the box.
To the box. It's gone for the game. If I had found a match, and there had been one match, I would have gotten one of his. If there had been 2 of those matches, I would have gotten 2. The point of the game is to get your opponent to, or either any number of opponents, to get rid of their tokens, or after a certain number of rounds, have the most tokens at the end. Whoever has the most at the end of the game wins. Simplicity versus complexity.
This game is very simple. You put the cards out on your turn, just one at a time, one per turn, and then you say stop. Anyone at the table can say stop to see if they think that they'll get more points for your mistakes.
It's simple in what you have to do. It is not simple in remembering which one's underneath, right? So that's going to be where, to me, it's complicated. But you're just making sure, is there blue with the eyes open in this same stack? And when you get, maybe right now it's easy enough, but when you get down further, it's more complicated. That's the only complex part, only. It's the bulk of the game, but the rules are not complex. Fun, luck versus strategy.
I think this game isn't super lucky. At the end, you will inevitably start putting out cards. Like, there's just too many here not to match. Oh, she got me for one, at least one. It's like, but there's a green one in all of those. And so, is there strategy? Yes. You try to just remember. Can you strategize your memory? I don't know. This is one of those games that doesn't fit very well into this category. It's a memory game. Can you remember it?
Yeah, do you have the skills? We should, maybe for games like this, add in luck versus strategy versus skill.
Skill.
And this is skill, right? Can you recognize the different colors and the different patterns? Were the eyes drooping or were they up? And so, yeah, it's going to be skill. I agree with what Tom said. And eventually, towards the end, you just should say stop all the time, it seems, because you're going to get some.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe not. I thought for sure I'd get one, but I only got one, and it was a lucky draw. So, fun versus boring. I like pattern recognition games, but this one I don't care for because of the difference in the round. As the round goes on, it just gets more and more lucky or more and more sure that you're going to get something. Whereas in the beginning, it's not, and so that just seems like that's just the pattern of the game, is you're going to wait until there's a ton in there and say, stop. And so, unless you are definitely better than someone else, and like you definitely saw a purple underneath there. So, I'm going to say this is not as fun, especially in pattern recognition games, which I tend to enjoy.
Yeah, these are all 3 different cards, all blue, and it gets so difficult to remember where things have been placed, and I guess that's obviously the point of the game, but that kind of difficulty just kind of turns me off of it, that, man, it's just really hard. In not a very challenging way, it's just, can you remember it or can't you? On top of that, the way it snowballs at the end, that the first person to say stop is going to get points because you're going to have cards.
And there's nothing you can do.
Right. So, I don't think it's that fun. The Board Game Geek rating, I think I would go with a 5. Well, it's so quick. It's that I would play it if somebody asked. It's middle of the road. I wouldn't suggest it. And it's not poorly designed. If you like memory games, this is a good memory game. It's got some issues for me.
Yeah, I can see, I would give it a 4. I can see it being, it's a twist on a memory game, so it's a cooler thing for if you like memory games. It's not just flip it over and find the matches or whatever it is. So it's memorizing. where you've put them. And so if you can do that and you enjoy that, then you're gonna like it. It's gonna be an 8 or to 10 for you. And so it's a well-made game, and I really like the art. I'm really drawn to the box art, and then just it looks it's a nice looking game. So that would be 4 would be my rating. Every time we get to multiples of 500 subscribers, we give away a free glitter painting of your favorite geeky thing. So make sure to subscribe now on YouTube.
It could be you that wins.
Kabuki, we've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.